The cover page of One Punch Man Chapter 202, Fully Recovered, features Suiryu from the martial arts tournament. He's looking over his shoulder at Saitama. 4 swooning nurses congratulated Suiryu on being discharged from the hospital. He's been getting medical treatment for what Bakuzan did to him before Saitama showed up. The nurses urged him to get hospitalized again soon, but that was hardly the plan. Suiryu is all better now and ready to pick up where he left off. But just then, he heard a scream in the distance. It was the rampage of a disaster-level tiger monster, Great Giant Anteater. It's gotten so big that it needs new food to replace ants in its diet, and it seems pretty picky at that. The monster lashed a tongue at a woman in its clutches, but Suiryu split the creature in half with a single kick. Now the martial artist was really fired up. He proved to himself that he's made a full recovery. A crowd began to form. Someone wondered if he might be a hero, but another person recognized him as a martial arts champion. Hearing that, Suiryu rushed off to register as a hero once he's able to test himself. But things have changed since he's been in the hospital. These days, the Neo heroes have plenty of ads all over the place. When he tried searching the term hero, they took up all the results. But Suiryu didn't care about the current trends. The Hero Association was the only choice worth making, since that's where Saitama is. Suiryu didn't respect heroes at all before seeing Saitama in action. Since then, becoming one has been a major aspiration of his. But just when he was about to apply, something came crashing down from above. He quickly dodged out of the way of an even bigger anteater's head. This one was even stronger since it's a disaster-level demon monster, Emperor Giant Anteater. He realized that this must be the parent of the creature he killed, but the fact that his head was dropped in front of him gave Suiryu deja vu. It's exactly what Saitama did with Goketsu's head, which made Suiryu wonder if Kate Baldy might be nearby. Instead, an idol with a microphone was standing on its corpse. She introduced herself as Webby Gaza. This is one of the previously silhouetted members of Neo Heroes. She was being recorded as people marveled at her strength and ability to instantly kill such a big monster. And thanks to this, we know that Webby Gaza must be pretty strong, at least S-class level, since that's a rank where heroes can deal with demon level threats on their own. Even Geno struggled to do that at the beginning of the series against Mosquito Girl. The idol hero claimed to have been reborn after taking a hiatus. From now on, she'd be working hard as a Neo idol. After that, she suddenly took an enormous drink of a mysterious liquid. Then she was cheerful again and promised to be active from now on. She also urged everyone to support the Neo heroes. It was as if a light had been shown on Suiryu. He mulled over Webby Gaza's words as she flew away, and based on how she does that, it looks like there is a new Esper in town. Considering what we know about artificial Espers, Tsukuyomi might be involved with the Neo heroes. But since Neo Heroes is a rival organization, Suiryu didn't see any harm in checking them out too. Skipping with glee, he figured that he could just join and leave immediately after. Meanwhile, his sister Suhiko had no idea that her brother had been released from the hospital. She was given a note that he wrote her, leaving the bill in her care. So she was really pissed off. Later, Suiryu wound up at the Neo Heroes headquarters. He was greeted by a friendly woman at the front desk. She started freaking out when she realized what a shining prospect they were dealing with. From there, it was time for the exams. For some reason, Neo heroes are required to wear special battle suits. Suiryu feared that talking to Webby Gaza while wearing one would be embarrassing, but he kept that to himself. Battle suits have a pretty bad track record in One Punch Man. Hammerhead and the Paradisers caused a lot of trouble with theirs, and Narinki's private squad was forced to use theirs like monsters. In both cases, the mysterious machine gods of the organization were responsible. So it's only reasonable to assume that they're involved here too. Suiryu was suited up. This one is supposed to have unmatched durability and the power to bring out a person's full potential. Once it was on, Suiryu was confused, but could definitely feel that something was happening. But it shattered as he flexed in excitement at the power coursing through him. He couldn't believe his eyes. To make matters worse, apparently, these things cost 5 million yen each. This is just like when Saitama destroyed the Hero Association's guard robots. but those things were more like 9 billion yen each, and Saitama got away with it. Suiryu, on the other hand, was suddenly in debt. Right now, that's something like $35,000. One of the workers respected his colleague for giving Suiryu a compromised suit so he wouldn't be able to leave them. But actually, this guy didn't do anything like that. For some reason, Suiryu might not be compatible with the suit. This reminds me of Speedo Sound Sonic's attempt at eating a monster cell and failing. It might come back into play later on. Ultimately, Suiryu is stuck working for Neo Heroes until he's able to pay them back. In fact, Mr. McCoy remotely introduced him to Metal Bat and to Kingar as a Neo leader, what we may assume is their version of an S-Class hero. If you remember, Metal Bat and Sekingar are here as double agents. Mr. McCoy is as corrupt as it gets. This chapter was not a continuation of the ninja arc like most of us expected, but I am honestly grateful for some new and fresh content. I've been anticipating these Suiryu developments for a while now, so it's nice to see them all handled so well. The Neo heroes continue to rise. And hopefully, like Webigaza, Murata's hiatus has only made him stronger. As always, I'm Sliceable Taku. Thank you all so much for watching and have an awesome day. I love you.